right off the edge of the table. All right, so who's live? I'm live. Hello. This is the iPad camera and also the controller, so I'm going to touch the screen to put Joe on deck, and then I'm going to transition Joe to the broadcast. So there's Joe. Hi, Joe.
What's
Looking
up?
Good.
So which microphone does it pick up from?
I think that's also a good question. Who are we hearing? I don't know. And then I'm going to put
we have to
Bert.
all sit.
Come on, Bert. Where's the preview to live? And now there's handsome Bert. So this is very rough, but I still think this is kind of awesome.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool.
So, but see all these transitions that I can do.
I bet you it fits inside here now that it's skinnier.
You think?
I don't know.
In your glyph?
Well, I can always, and I strap it in.
Oh wait, I'm gonna. Hey, I can tap over to where Bert is talking about this device. Hi, Bert.
Okay.
So what have you got here?
So this is a glyph. Now it was made for the iPhone 4.
Right. So you think you can stick my phone in?
I don't know. Maybe as long as it maybe fits into the groove, you can try.
So let's switch over to this ugly picture of this hideous person, so that I can give my phone to Bert.
Leave the.
Okay. So then I'm going to turn this so you can see the handsome guy. This is crazy.
Well, it's not like
It's not
super
perfect.
stable.
Well, you can
but
put it against the pole. You can lean it up against here.
no, something like that.
So what is that? Oh, that's you. Okay, let's switch to that camera. And you got Bert looking good. Very nice. And so Joe's camera is there. So there's Joe again. And a woman in red. Looking good. And then Bert.
This is how it is normally, right? Because the people who are on camera don't know don't normally see the picture. Right?
Yeah, they don't know. You'd be self-conscious if you know
So
what you see.
we could have a conversation right now, just kind of like talking about just the three of us.
Yep.
And then whatever topic we want, we can talk about data repository.
All right, well,
Now, can this be streamed live?
yes. So Bert, why don't you tell us why we're here?
Oh, I thought this was your team.
Oh,
You're
is
the
it my
lead.
team?
So let's see if you can lead and switch at the same time.
All right. So we had a recent event. First, tell us about the initiative that this is part
Well,
of.
so this was part of Extraordinary Machine. We actually had a viewing of The Internet's Own Boy, and after that,
I wonder if you could pull in like.
Oh, see, now you're getting fancy.
yeah. Now you're gonna get clips of the movie, and then we had a workshop after everybody was all charged up about Aaron's plight and being singled out by the Justice Department and for things that probably weren't even criminal. We wanted to try to motivate people to look at open access, open science, open education, and see in the community of ours what can be done to further the open movement. And there were after the movie we had a workshop. A bunch of us got together and formed some teams, and some different ideas came out of those gatherings. And Ryan head up a team. He did a great presentation. And Ryan, why don't you talk about what your guys' team?
Oh, is it my turn? So Joe's laughing at me. So this team was called the Data Recycling Team, and the idea is that once somebody has made a request for public data, they're the only recipient of it, and then it sort of disappears into the ether. Or if you're civil beat, you charge people for it. And I think that once that document has been delivered, it should belong to everybody. But there's no single place for that to go. Right. So the idea is we help you make the request, first of all. And secondly, when the data is delivered to you, we make it so that everybody else goes, oh, Bert asked for all the health department inspections. I want that data set too. And in fact, because the request is archived, I can hit a button and say, I'd like this data refreshed, basically. A fresh request for this data set. And again, it gets recycled and sent for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think about that, Joe?
I think that's a pretty awesome tool to have to be able to get more people access to the data so they can build innovative applications.
Now, what were some of the other teams at this event? What are they working on?
So our team we worked on doing future data workshops. So to try to build a community around data and get people used to the idea of using data to build the future that they want to see.
And how's is your team continuing, or
Because
this is the first meeting for us? Yeah.
It's super busy at the moment.
So your team, the futures team, is there a lead for that team? Is Lindsay the lead or
yeah,
who's the-
well,
collective?
it's a collective lead, so I don't know how well that's working out.
Well, I think it takes somebody calling somebody else up
Yeah.
and just asking people how are they doing.
But now
And-
that my previous event is finished, I have more time to concentrate on putting this event together. Right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
so what's the idea of the event again?
So we do a futures workshop around like a certain either industry or around a certain problem, and the workshop is a futures workshop. So we try to find data sets that people can use to
determine
yeah
how to perhaps create or define what that future might be.
exactly, and then also determines like what kind of feature we might need to be collecting instead.
So how far in the future are you trying to visualize?
I think it's the near future, so either 5 to 10 years, something that we can relatively accomplish pretty quickly.
But I think 5 to 10 years, even that is like so much can change within that period of time.
Yeah. But with that, we can always change with it, right?
Yeah.
So it's about building towards that change.
Well, because someone called my phone, we lost Bert. So there are still
there is
still some kinks to work out, but I appreciate your participating in this experiment. So I'm going to end our program,
Good.
and that'll be fun. Beep.